I want to start with, I'm really honored and humbled to be here. I would like to tell you guys a little bit about my childhood story because I want you guys to understand what one individual or what one step can do. As you guys know, I'm from Turkey, and growing up in Turkey, unfortunately, there's this anti-Greek mindset, and there was propaganda all over the country. And many of my friends, many of my childhood friends, they were breaking crosses on the street, and they were burning flags just because of this propaganda, because it's the easiest way to be re-elected again in Turkey, unfortunately. Attack the other side. And I remember many of my friends who are not even teenagers, they were breaking crosses and they were burning flags, and I remember asking one of them, "Hey guys, what are you doing?" They said, "Well, that's what we've seen on TV, we should hate the other side." And I remember asking my mom, I was like, "Mom, my friends are telling me to hate the other side. What do I do?" My mom said, "I'm not going to tell you what to do, but do not hate anyone before you meet them." So that day, I give a big promise to my mom. I'm not going to hate anyone before I meet him. So, years and years later, I remember meeting with Brother Jim for the first time. And he invited me to a Greek event in DC. And it was, at first, I was very nervous to go. Because growing up, just hearing about Greek people, how bad they are, how horrible they are, right? So I was like, you know what, he's invited me, I'm gonna take a chance and I'm gonna go. And I remember going to this beautiful event, the people were so nice, so kind, and they were just keep giving me a hug, and the girls were just keep kissing me on the cheek. It was very crazy. But they were just very warm and nice people. And yes, and I remember going home that night, and I started to get very emotional because I was like, there are millions of kids in Turkey growing up anti-Christian, anti-Greek, just because of those hate speeches coming from those politicians. I was like, we gotta change that. So now, this actually was one of my biggest dreams. And now I am actually planning to open up a sports academy in Greece starting 2025. Yes. And we are going to bring every religion, Islam, Christianity, Judaism together, and we're going to use basketball to reach out to those kids. And the reason I'm telling you this story, the reason I'm so open-minded is because of Brother Jimmy took the first step and he reached out to me. So my one advice to you guys is, this is a beautiful family, but don't only keep it here. Try to reach out to as many people you can, because there are so many people out there that don't know your story, don't only know you guys from those hate speeches coming from the government. So right now, I don't want to call it a HEPA organization. I want to call it a family, because every time I come to these beautiful events, people treat me like one of you guys. So I want to say, as a proud Turk, I stand with you guys. Thank you guys so much for inviting me here. Jimmy, I love you, man. Congratulations. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.